Coming soon, the second annual On Cinema Live Oscar special with your host, me, Tim Heidecker. March 2nd, right here, live on YouTube, featuring film experts and real-time analysis of Hollywood's biggest night. March 2nd. I'm telling you, if you see one movie this year, it's got to be this one. Sorry guys, I can't give great reviews to every movie I see. This one's only getting 3 bags of popcorn. I don't know what movies to see this weekend. Well, we're here to help. It's On Cinema at the Cinema with me, your host, Tim Heidecker. Hola people, my name is Tim Heidecker and you are watching On Cinema at the Cinema. And thanks for watching. I'm your host, Tim Heidecker, and this is a show where we talk about movies and review them. And let me welcome my guest. I am back as the host, but now he is my guest, Greg Turkington.
Hey guys, yeah, you could still call me a host
No,
sometimes.
you
I
are
know
the
I've
guest.
broken that barrier, so.
Well, thank you so much for filling in for me last week.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great to be back, as a lot of you guys wrote me such wonderful messages that they missed me and they missed the way the show should normally be. And I got to say, I spent the past week in St. Thomas, part of the Virgin Isles, and I got a whole sort of a rehab part of my life and got rid of the infection, and thank God for penicillin. And I'm on a whole new regimen. I got a new haircut and new threads, and met a lot of cool people down there that I'm keeping in touch with. And my God, I just feel so much better now.
Good. Well, let's review more movies than ever before then.
A little bit bad news. You are right. I do have diabetes. That they discovered that was the cause of my numbness and some of the urinary tract problems I was having. And I am going to be living with it, and just I've been checking out a new website called cureyourself.com, and I found that there's a way to combat diabetes pretty simply. You use, I don't know if you're familiar with flax seeds. It's very high in helping the blood work properly. So I've been doing this. I've been taking 2 big spoonfuls of flaxseed every day. Just like that. And
I don't think that's going to help for diabetes.
If you overdose
need to get on insulin.
If you overdose on flaxseed, it actually reverses some of those side effects of diabetes. And I've already noticed that I feel 100% better. And it's supposed to be good for your skin. It's clearing everything out. Flaxseed is a wonder drug. Get as much of it in as you can. So, I'll finish chewing here. I'll eat the rest of that later. But again, thanks to you, Greg, for last week. I got a chance to see it, and you did a fine job. And
thank you.
How did you enjoy the guest?
He had some interesting opinions. He had some of his facts wrong, but a lot of these so-called academics aren't really film buffs. They don't understand cinema, and so he's not somebody I would have back on the show. He did the best that he could.
It's interesting, we did a poll, and our guest last week, Larry Terman, ranked #1 on the list of all-time favorite guests of the show. So he's #1 guest on Cinema at the Cinema history.
Well, I mean, he was definitely an improvement over Dr. San and Ayaka and some of the other guests you've had on the show. Of course, that poll wouldn't have included the hosts, people like yourself or myself. Right. And of course, we would rank higher than some of the weirdos that you bring on.
It's like you're a temporary host, now you're back to being a guest, so it's not that hard to understand, just much like when in the old days you'd have the guest hosts on the Johnny Carson show, they don't suddenly become the host.
But if you're a president of the United States, you stay president. They still say, oh, hello,
yeah,
President Ford, hello. No one's going to address President Carter as, hello, former President Carter.
Yeah. But this is totally different than that. All right?
It's not so different. There's a protocol, and when you earn a title, you keep that title. And I got a lot of complaints from people
let's talk about the movie.
About him. A lot of people writing to me and saying, don't have that guy. He doesn't know his movies.
Let's talk about our movies today. One movie today is Pompeii, starring Emily Browning, Paz Vega, Kit Harington, and my favorite actor, Kiefer Sutherland. A slave-turned-gladiator finds himself in a race against time to save his true love, who has been engaged to a corrupt Roman senator. As Mount Vesuvius erupts, he must fight to save her as Pompeii crumbles around him. This is about Pompeii, about volcanoes, and it is a Pompeii movie.
And it's kind of a gladiator movie. If you ever saw the old Gladiator with Russell Crowe, he won an Oscar for that, and that was a fine movie. This one's not quite up to the level of Gladiator, but it's damn close. I'd have to give it 5 bags of popcorn and throw in a couple baskets of dried volcanic rock.
I see. Thank you for watching. Are we still going on? Okay. I give it 5 bags of popcorn and 1 soda. And I like volcano movies, so this was a great...
Joe versus the Volcano.
Joe versus
you ever
Volcano,
see that one?
The volcano
I
movie
saw that,
starring Tommy Lee Jones.
And I saw Joe versus the Volcano just a couple weeks ago as part of my 500 movies in 500 days.
And Joe versus the Volcano.
And,
Joe versus the Volcano.
And I have a list that I actually had on the set last week when the expert was here, and to show him. He was very impressed with it, but I somehow left it here in the building, and I need to know where that is because it's my only record of how many movies I've seen. And
do we know where his list is? Okay, we'll find it.
Okay, yeah, I know we will.
I just thought if
somebody knew.
All right, well now we'll do another popcorn classic from Greg Turkington, sorry. It says Kit Harington here.
My popcorn classic today is twofold. We're doing something different with a segment, and we like to switch things up every now and then. We've got the movie itself, which in this case is The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, one of my all-time favorite movies, and a perfect complement to some popcorn. And Jolly Time is one of my favorites. I've got a microwave again now that my dad was getting rid of.
I thought you were a Pop Secret guy.
I like a lot of different popcorns. I prefer, of course, movie popcorn. But when you're watching a movie like The Hobbit, for once, the popcorn isn't the main attraction. It's really about the movie and the great characters in the movie. And so I recommend you get the movie. You can get it, well, it's not on VHS. I had to actually tape this because they just don't, I don't know why they don't make these anymore. But so you get the movie, tape it off of HBO or borrow it from a friend or something. You can't borrow mine because I'm going to be watching it a lot. And then get the popcorn and really go to town. It's a fun night. It's something I recommend to do every night if you can.
I got The Hobbit on Blu-ray. It looks terrific. It's got all the special features and commentary from Peter Jackson.
Usually if they make a movie, they cut out the scrap scenes, the scenes that nobody wants to see, the scenes that didn't work, and they leave them on the cutting room floor. I'd rather leave them on the cutting room floor and watch the movie the way it was intended to be seen, and that's why I have it on video.
Did you ever get that Blu-ray working I got you? Or?
Yeah, it works.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Thanks for watching. I don't want you bringing in this homemade stuff because MPAA frowns.
It's not homemade. The movie was made in New Zealand at great expense.
Taping stuff up
Very
HBO,
big budget.
the MPAA frowns on.
Well,
so
if they don't put it out on video, I have no option.
I hope you'll join us on March 2nd for the second annual On Cinema Live Oscar Special with me, your host, Tim Heidecker, and special guests. Thank you.